Greetings and salutations. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday. Saturday. My days are running together. One second. See if I can go ahead and put this in. Yes, I can hear you. Still talking about that. You guys are driving me crazy. And stop. Oh my god. Let's see. I don't want to go after... I mean, we could. The snatcher. The kidnapper? Oh, I gotta get rid of that. Let's go here. What? Baby. Leave me alone. Oh, I have to restore my spirit.
Watson, 何か買っていくかい？いい品が揃ってるよ。まあ待て。
Have some mushrooms. I hate that the game makes you like kind of practically burn them. Okay, we're good.
死なないでよ、ホワッツさん。死んじゃったら持ち物全部売っちゃうから。てめえならやりかねね
え。He will too. え。Basically, so sorry, my throat's really rough. It's when I said before that I had a tournament. Basically, what it means, it's not really a tournament. It's more of a one-on-one with my sensei. And I obtained my black belt today, which is not what I was expecting. I thought that he wanted me to basically kind of show him what I'd been working on, and he gave me my certificate, and I met his sensei, which is basically the O sensei. He came in from Canada, and they both were there, and they both presented me with my black belt, and a certificate. So I'm still kind of... But when I posted that on Threads, that's what that is. Because there's levels, but I practice true Aikido. There's different types of Aikido that acknowledge like different colors and all this kind of stuff. The Aikido that I practice is more true to the original style, which is you're basically a white belt, and until they believe that you're ready. So you can basically be a white belt for years. Because there's levels within the white belt. And then when you get the black belt, there's levels within that. Whereas a lot of martial arts is like yellow, green, red, purple, brown, you know. There are types of Aikido that have the colors. They're more Western, they're more Americanized, and they do the colors, and it's more like traditional martial art. But I wouldn't say it's more modernized. But my sensei, he practices the original practice, which is the only reason that I chose him, because I've been studying Aikido and practicing it since I was like 4 or 5 years old, because my father did Aikido. And so I have been learning it just in life. So I only like officially started practicing it on my own since I was 13. And I'm 17 now, so that's like, what, 4, yeah. But my philosophy with that is it's not about medals, it's not about belts, it's about progress within yourself. And that's why I love Aikido, because it's more about practicing the way and building on that within yourself. It's not about, oh, you know, we all compete and we get belts and we get trophies and we get medals and I'm better than you and you're better than them, and no. It has nothing to do with any of that. And that's what I love about it, is it's a journey within yourself, which is kind of why, not one of the main reasons, but Morihei Ueshiba, he was Taoist, but he also was the founder of Aikido. And that's what we practice. We practice his way. Not the commercialized way of doing it. Yeah. So that's all that was. I know some of the Japanese words probably threw you, but that's all it was. And for me, it was just an honor to meet his sensei. Speaking with him, and well, I tend to do more listening than talking. I talk more on stream than I do actually. Just listening to his teachings and his wisdom, and you know, that to me meant more than the belt that they presented me with, because just in that time that we spent together, the three of us, to me was so amazing, you know. And he told me that my perspective and my way of thinking his sensei, I don't want to say names for privacy reasons, but his sensei was like telling me that I'm an old soul. And that I have sorry, I'm like distracted by this. His sensei was like, you have an old soul and your perspective is on the right path and just keep going, basically. And he said from my age, he has spoken and trained many people. And he said where I'm at spiritually and embodied is where I should be. And he's like, you're on the right path. Because my sensei was saying that typically it's a struggle with my generation because they're just looking at it as like, oh, I want to do this and I want this and that, you know, like they don't do things for the right reasons and they don't embrace the way. It's kind of like when people take karate just to be a black belt, you know, or just because they want to say that they take karate, or they want to say that they can kick your ass, you know, like, it is known within the community of martial arts, true martial artists, 1,000 people could start all at the same time. Within 6 months, 75% of those will quit. And then from that number, half of those will quit within a year. And within that number, half of those will quit. So out of 1,000 people, maybe one. No, he said 10,000. Yeah, he said out of 10,000, maybe one person will actually achieve a black belt. And the thing is, the black belt has levels within it. So you even have that. But depending on what you're practicing, typically within Aikido it takes 5 to 6 years to achieve black belt. And I just received it in 4. And he told me that the reason, that's why I was surprised. I thought it was just me meeting with my sensei, showing him, you know, this is what I'm doing, this is where I am, this is my progress, you know, and then him like teaching me. No, this was like me meeting with his sensei. It's the equivalent of your boss's boss. Yeah, you have like the CEO, which is like the original who created the practice. That was only ever going to be one person. But yeah, it's the equivalent of the general manager and the district manager, you know. Yes, exactly. So in terms of martial arts, yeah. And I kind of teared up because I was, you know, sitting there and they told me to ground and center, and I was just kind of I was sitting there in a meditative state, and they both came and like knelt in front of me and laid it on the floor. And said a lot. And then he had me stand up and he like presented it to me, and like both of them bowing to me, I felt so I don't know. I felt honored, but I also felt like no, like, you know, yeah, and It was like really emotional, and because he had me meet him at 6 o'clock this morning. And I thought we were gonna train like all morning, and just, I show him where I am, and then he teaches me something, and but it was a whole other thing, and it was just us. And there was a point where we all three did together, and being thrown by him was like, it was so fluid. And he told me that mine is very fluid as well. He said that I have a unique style, because he said within Aikido each person has a style, but he said most people try to be too much like the books, or like when your sensei teaches you, they just mimic. And he's like, you take it and you make it your own, and it's very beautiful to watch. And my sensei was like, I've been telling him that he fights like he dances. It's like a dance. And so to hear them both say that, I was overwhelmed. And that's why I call it my spirit dance, because in essence that's what it is. It's a combination of the Aikido and my dance. And so when I'm doing Aikido, I do the same thing. I incorporate Aikido and Tai Chi and Bagua into my dance, but when I'm doing those martial arts, I incorporate the dance into those. So it's always a blend, whether I'm dancing and bringing those elements in, or whether I'm practicing those and bringing the dance into. So it's always a blend, and it's just always been like my flow of being. And I asked, I was like, I humbly want to ask, like, why, and they were like, you're ready. And apparently my sensei had been telling him that I was ready for some time, but he wanted to see for himself. Because when you get certified, that certification comes directly from Japan, from their order. It is actually written in Japanese, and the stamp on it is like their order, the stamp from their order. And I was just like, but he is from Canada, so he came, his sensei is from Canada. So the reason that he wanted me to come at 6 a.m. is because he traveled from Canada, spent the night with him. I guess they, did whatever. And then he had to leave like this afternoon to travel back to Canada. And I was just like astounded. And he showed, because I always watch my sensei. When he performed, it's not performing, but you know what I mean? Like, watching both of them, it was amazing. And then they invited me to join them, and the three of us did it. And he was like, you are a quick learner. And then they had me watch them, and then join them, and then do what they did by myself. And they watched me. And they were like, you already have your own style to what we just showed you. And he was like, it's beautiful. Yeah, he said that it was meant for me. He said it's like yeah, like I was meant. Yeah. He's like, I don't know if you believe in past lives, but something is there. But yeah, it was a. So I'm still kind of just overwhelmed and. Mhm. Yeah. I don't really want to do the wolf den like right this minute though, because I want to get that person. I need to find the cave. Yeah. I want to do all of these, but I want to do this other thing first. Because he's supposed to be in a cave nearby. Find the entrance. Okay. Maybe that is it. I don't know. Because usually when you do the wolf den stuff, it drags you like halfway across the map. And I don't want to go all the way across the map, you know? That's kind of why I... How do I get up here, though? I don't see a way to get up there. Yeah, because you slide down those, you can't go up them. Maybe I do have to go through the other way. Find the entrance. So maybe the entrance is down here. It doesn't help that there's like so much other stuff right here, you know? Maybe it's like one of those little tunnels you crawl through. I don't know. Yeah, you see what I mean? Because I feel like this is just going to take me somewhere else. Yeah, they always run you like halfway across the map. I like doing it because you're helping the wolves, but I don't like it because See, he's going the opposite direction. Ugh. I didn't want to do this. Right? Even she said, here we go again. Okay, baby. I got it, I got it. I know. It's all okay. Hey, hang up on my dog. I counted it. That pissed me off. He hit him. How dare you? Don't you dare. This is where you fall down. How about a fishy? Oh, I can name him. Mikage, 悪に牙を向く蝦夷地の守り手。気に入ったんだな。またな、Mikage。Right. So there's a trophy if you grab the sake. If you grab the sake jar and you throw it to one of the attackers, the wolf like uses it or something. So that's why I threw the sake jar, because there was an achievement for that. Okay. Near Boar's Eye Cave. I think I already did that one. Didn't I? Yeah. I'm trying to look to see if there's another area to go up to that cave in. Oh, I see. Okay, Dad. Telling me what to do. Get over here. No. Yes.
ゼニーを山分けせずに済んだな。順平を探すか。
Aw, I feel bad because he's just sitting there meditating. Mm-hmm. there. I had to find a way to get up there. Sometimes there's like a hole underneath the well. I'll figure it out. I just aha. See, it's all about you just gotta look. That's why I look at stuff. Get down. Oh my god, get off the thing. Sleeping on the job. That's why you don't do that.
終わった。
助かった。こんなところで死ねるか。行くぞ。
急ごう。新手が来る。
賊にさらわれるとは。
いくら払えって。
そこらの侍とは桁が違った。銭は蔵袋の中だ。ついてこい。
Well, that was
俺の獲物だぞ。
uneventful.
神隠しの順平か。
蝦夷地一のお尋ね者とはこの俺のことだ。
聞いたことねえな。とこしえに隠れてやがる。
He's like, goodbye. Nah. It sucks that he died, though. Tashiel Ridge, isn't that like up here? Yeah. You can. Let's see.
行くぜ。
Go this way.
落ち着き、それ。
What? Oh my god, stop. You two are
斎藤の息子どもは切り伏せるべし。我が自慢の大立ちで。
don't mind
よし
me.
よし。よく来た。
He just crosses his arms like, nothing to see here.
気をつけろ。
So, I see. Can I? Come here.
何か用かな。拙者は吉田と申す。あいにくだが弟子入り志願なら諦
I
め。
didn't want to interrupt them when they were talking, so I didn't.
どうやら相通ずるところがあるよ。そなたあやつらを狙う怨霊だろう。鬼を切ったのもそなただ。
どうしてわかった？
その腰の帯を見てな。堂々と仇の名を見せつけるとは勇ましいよなこと。
堂々と大立ちを見せつけるとはてめえも勇ましい男だな。はたまたアホか。
六人衆と戦をするのだ。どちらもアホさ。
斎藤の息子にどんな恨みがある？
見知らぬ者には明かせんな。しかし拙者の一番弟子にならばあるよ。
では大立ちの戦法を教えてくれ。会得は難しいか？
まあまずは持ち上げてからだな。
どうして大立ちなんだ？
痩せ侍でも刀は振れる。だが人ほどの体験ならどうだ。
なまるな。動きも切れ味も。
それは使い手が悪い。さあ、拾い上げてみる。どうだ。
これは大物だ。
ついてこい。稽古を重ねれば大柄な相手をも切り伏せることができよう。
Story of my life.
振る舞いには気をつけよう。
本領にも名はあるだろう。
圧だ。
大立ちを構えろ、圧。まずは守りから始める。大立ちで受け続けていればその重みにもなれる。そうだ、重みに振り回されるな。守りは大立ちの扱いが要、だが攻めるときはその重みに身を委ねろ。振ってみろ、手早く軽やかに。筋が慣れてきたな。お見事。よし、次は力を込めて守りを崩せ。凄まじい力だ。やるな。
めえもな。俺に挑む男は大抵地面に突っ伏す。
まだ負けんさ。さて、次は趣向を変えるか。
We're gonna go up the mountain,
新
right?
入りを侮ったな。いずれかこやつに挑んでみよう。それともお主ら口先だけか。
拙者がやりましょう。
I hope I'm not gonna kill him though.
参った、降参だ。
次は
そなたは覚えが早いな。振ることに迷いが消えているぞ。他の弟子とは大
Do
違
you
いだ。
see how beautiful that is? Look how beautiful it is.
石膏が戻ってきた。
Like a galaxy. Oh my god.
吉田師匠、竜と雲の手下が山で野営しています。
近いな。のんびりする気はなさそうだ。
今まさに向かっています。
来ればいい。ここが行く様だ。弟子ども、よーく聞け。敵襲に備えろ。
Okay.
アツ、良いか。
斎藤の息子も来るのか。
来ないだろう。送ってくるのは手下ばかりだ。そなたは後ろに控えろ。初陣にしては荷
See
が
how
重かろう。
beautiful
初
it
陣だ
is.
と関ヶ原でも戦ったが。
さようか。止めはせんが、一つ覚えておけ。大立ちは大柄な相手との相性が良い。だが相手が刀を持っていれば刀で戦う。刀が獲物の相手にはどの武器を使う？よし、相手の背丈が頭一つ大きかったな。そう、大立ちの力でねじ伏せられる。奴らが来たぞ。
おい吉田、ご兄弟からのことつてだ。てめえから受けた屈辱生き死で晴らすとさ。
屈辱を晴らしたいなら本人が来いってんだ。
殺してやろう。
使え。
加勢戦。
辛抱しろ。これは圧にとっての試練だ。
あの女知ってる。君が本領だ。弟子ども、続け。
やがった。
剣を収めよう。我らの勝利だ。やるではないか。生き延びるとは思わなかった。
そうやって俺を侮って死んだ男は大勢いる。
なかなかうぬぼれが強い。
てめえもな。刀で分からせてるだけだ。
その程度の腕でよく言うな。
これからどうする？あいつらの野営は山頂にあると石膏が言ってたの。
弟子たちを休ませねば。
その師匠も昼寝したいとか？
ああ、では行こう。拙者は斎藤の手下を片付ける。お主らはこの道場と大立ちの教えを守ってくれ。
お任せください、師匠。
あつこっちだ。大立ちの重みに慣れたか。
持ってることさえ忘れそうだ。
時にそなたはどうして六人衆を一人で追っている？
どいつものろまだからだ。てめえはどうなんだ？どうしてこんなところにこもって大立ちを教えてる？
拙者を置いて他に誰が教えを授けられる？
それだけではないだろう。
そなたこそ遊びのつもりで六人衆を狙うのか？
旅が好きだからな。
拙者は指導が好き。
このまま嘘を重ねていくか？
それはそれで愉快な語らいだ。
無駄口は叩きたくない。
では仕方がない。拙者が一人ごつとするか。松前藩の成り立ちを一から聞かせてやろうか。あとはまた歌か。いや、 バカだ。師匠たる者若くらい読めなくてな。では王たちやその刃強く愛しく。
おい、やめてくれ。
おお。
斎藤の手下だ。
Lame. Okay. Inconspicuous. Are we supposed to not be seen?
学びを生かす良い機会ではないか。
イバレスとも
来やがれ。お見事。
エミ様は酔ってたらしいじゃないか。
先を急ごう。
Always gotta do my looting, you know. Okay.
急げ。
本領たるゆえんが分かった。
ざれ言だ。
刃に怒りが宿っているからだ。
There is superstition writing on the wall.
危ない。
どこかに隠れろ。
むしろ追い詰めるんだ。気はこちらにある。
Oh, don't worry, I'm much faster. They won't hit me.
そなたはいつもああやって紡機屋の中を突き込むのか。
手っ取り早い。
顔が燃えてしまうぞ。
念をつけりゃいい。
そりゃ斎藤の息子のようだ。
He's lecturing
道場
me.
での話だが、てめえあの兄弟を恥ずかしめたらしいな。
それで済ませてやったのだ。斎藤の手下どもが来る前に一つ教えを授ける。今だからこそ授けられる。大立ちの重みそのものを勝負に生かす。まずは守りの型、それから相手を弾いて、続いてこちらが攻めかかる。
なるほど。受けて弾いて、そして切る。
忘れるな。また愉快な語らいをしたいでな。よし、大立ちを抜け。この技を極めるまで大立ちを収めさせんぞ。斎藤の犬ども、我が道場を襲えず無念か。
主に叱られるな。
兄様、雲様、お二人のために。
今だ、押し返せ。あとその息だ。
いいから手を貸してくれ。
空手だ。上から滑り降りてくる。
You can also hit like multiple people that way too.
弾いて、そして切る。大まかだが無駄がない。
I don't like to just let them die slowly. I always go back and make sure they're all dead. I'm going. I didn't want him to be left. Wait, is there stuff? Always gotta loot. What did he say? YouTuber. Have you destiny?
肩を貸せ。
これに
ある。必ず先に上に行け。熊にやられる。
どうして斎藤の息子に狙われてる？
竜の女を奪ったからだ。
よほどの美女だったんだろうな。
真相を聞けば愉快な語らいでなくなるぞ。そなたの姫事も似たようなものか？
長いこと背負い続けてる重荷みたいなもんだ。
大立ちで軽くなるのか？
まあな。
この件が片付いたら話してやろう。隠れろ！
俺からも教えてやる。そうすれば狙われる。走れ！止まるな！走れ！近づきゃ当たらねえ。
当初狙いを殺してやる。私、振り下ろしてくれる。覚悟せい！我が刃に震えろ！ここはどんな慈悲もかなわん修羅の星だ！